few minutes late for my announcement. I was having a few technical difficulties, and so I am just getting started. But I am hoping that you will join me tonight. I am taking on something pretty, I guess, it's not a big project in the sense that it's physically big. It's just a big deal for me because normally I don't do these types of projects live. I like to do them in the privacy of my craft room so that in case I mess up, then it's just on me. And you know, and I'm okay with that. So let me grab something to, I am going to be painting a frame, and I'm going to show it to you guys here in a second. And rehabbing an old frame that I found at a thrift store, and then chalking the glass, and I eventually will have to come up with something on the back because it just came with an ugly cardboard insert, and I need to come up with some pretty black paper, or I don't know, something white on the background, I think, or something, or maybe I'll paint the back of the glass, who knows. But anyways, if you're here, please say hello and let me know that you're here. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Dylan might be joining us tonight. So he might be here too. So let me let me fix this so that you guys can see what I'm doing. And let's do picture in picture. And we'll push my picture up there. Okay, yay! Now I can see you guys. So please say hello if you are here. This way I know who's joined me and who's with me. Does that look like it's angled? Do you guys get nauseous looking at that? I don't know why it does that. Hold on. Maybe if I do it this way. Nope, still that way. I didn't know if maybe the angle mattered a little bit there. Okay, so first things first. Let me raise the camera. I did lower it because I thought maybe being closer would be a good thing. Oh. Does that make you guys super dizzy, I am sure. Hi, Carol, how are you? Okay, all right, so I have got this frame here. And it's just a basic wood frame. Here, I'll hold it up close so you guys can see. It's just a basic wood frame that I got at a thrift store. And just to let you guys know, it came with this inside of it, okay? I don't know how much more 1980s we can get, but let me turn this so you guys see it the same way I do. But this is what I saw, okay? And normally I would probably walk right on by it because it's kind of like, you know, before I joined Couture, I should say. Because I look at it and I go, oh, it's kind of cute, but it's a little old and it's just very basic. I don't think, you know, it's something that I could utilize. But now that I have totally been into Couture and looking at things in a different way, I look at this and I go, this could be a really beautiful frame. All I have to do is give it a little care and stuff, and so I have got my tools here tonight to do that. So I don't know how long this live is going to be, so hang in there, people. Hi, Julie, how are you? Oh my gosh, so I've got a little bit of sandpaper here. I've already roughed it up just a little bit, but I do that because, and just to let y'all know, the glass is in here because the staples that are in here are really funky, and I'm having a hard time getting the glass out, and I don't want to push too hard because it may break the glass, and I'd much rather not have to replace the glass. I think, yeah, it's catching on a few of these, and I could just rip them out. Maybe I can just rip them out completely. Let's see. But anyway, so, hi guys, hi Cindy, hi Donna, hi Dennis and Dale. All right, so let me, whoa, Dylan, Dylan just busted through. Sorry. Hi bud, what's the matter?
Unable to join because of the wrong email.
Password?
Not the wrong password, but the wrong email.
Oh, you know what? I probably have to do a code generator. I put security features on my account.
That's alright.
You can watch, maybe get Daddy's login and watch, and you can comment as Daddy. Maybe. Maybe. But if not, you can go play video games. I'm sorry, bud.
You're fine. I just feel sorry.
Why?
Because I haven't been in a live in a long time.
Yeah, that's okay. All right, so that's my son Dylan. He moderates my lives a lot, but he hasn't been on them recently. And so he was trying to, but unfortunately I have set up some security features on my Facebook, and he's having a hard time logging in because he just turned 12 and he doesn't have a Facebook account yet. So I'm trying to keep that off, you know, as long as I can. He's looking at me. Bye, babe. Thank you. And so he uses my account to moderate, you know. So I'm thinking I might be able to get this, guys. And the reason I want to do this is sometimes it's just easier not to have the glass in there, because if I over paint, then I have to clean the glass, which isn't very hard, to be honest with you, but just makes everybody's life easier if the less you have to do. And yes, I'm probably using all the wrong tools. You guys can tell I don't deal with these nails that often. You find that sometimes I find that the really old, like, basic frames like this are like Fort Knox to get this glass out. It is kind of crazy how, like, overdone the staples are. All right. So close. So close. All right, we're gonna pull this back. Oh, that's good. Where am I catching now? Oh, I see, because I'm too... Oh, gosh. I did this once, and I'm going to tell you guys, literally, the whole... Hi, Missy! Oh, Cindy says hi! I don't know if you can hear me. I did this once, and the whole glass broke. I was so mad, and I had... and it was when I was trying to put it back in. It's so funny how sometimes you can get them out fairly easy, but you can't get them back in, or vice versa. Like I'm having troubles now. Ooh. Or poking your eye out with the staples. It's a good thing I wear glasses, eh? Okay. I mean, truly, this is like... I don't know why it has to be so incredibly difficult. Oh, I see. It's this one. Oops. Yay! I'm almost there, people. I know y'all are like, Mia, I did not log in to watch you wrestle with a frame. Yay! Eureka! We got it out! Okay. Now we'll never be able to get it back in, but that's okay. All right, so I've got this frame here, and what we're going to do is we're going to use our sandpaper first, and I'm going to scuff it up, okay? I did this a little bit before the live, but I wanted to show it to you guys to show you what I do. And the reason, actually, my Dixie Belle rep and good friend Cindy Chang reminded me before I went live to do this. Oh, yeah, I held the frame up to me so I could get it off. Sorry. I'm now laying it down. You guys should be able to see the frame in a couple seconds after the delay. Let me know if you can't. But my Dixie Belle rep and friend reminded me that I'd probably want to sand this frame first. And the reason that we do that is because it really helps the paint kind of just stick to it and adhere to the frame a little bit better. So I've scuffed that up. I just hit it with the blow dryer to get all the extra little sand off. So what I want to do is I want to give this like a farmhouse look, okay? So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to hit it with a dark coat of Dixie Belle Stormy Seas. Okay, it's like a dark gray. And the reason for that is I'm going to do that first, and then I'm going to put a layer of white gesso on top, or white acrylic paint, or white Dixie Belle paint. I just happen to have acrylic gesso, which a lot of artists use to paint over canvas if they buy something that, you know, from a thrift store or something. So I've got, and just so you guys can see, this is the color. Very pretty. But I'm going to do that first so that I can then take a little bit of a sandpaper and I'll scuff it up, and that gray will come through in different areas. You know, so it looks very kind of chippy and old and that sort of a thing. So I am just going to hit this with a layer of this. It's almost like a blue-gray. And this by itself would be pretty, or even just doing it white and letting some of that brown of the natural frame come through. You could do that. You could, you know, do a darker wood finish, black, blue. I mean, you could do anything you want. I just like a traditional farmhouse look to it. Hopefully you guys can see the frame now and what I'm doing. And the reason I like Dixie Belle paint a lot, it dries quick, it does good coverage. You don't have to use a ton, which is nice. There's no VOCs involved, so it's not toxic or anything, which is also nice. Okay, if you guys have any questions, please holler them out. And if I don't answer you, it's probably because I didn't see the comment. Facebook is, as we all know, changing a little bit. And sometimes I'll go back and see the live and I'll see comments that I didn't see. I'll go back and rewatch portions of it or look through the comment stream. And I'll see comments that I didn't see when I was doing the live, and so I feel bad. I don't want anybody thinking I'm ignoring them. All right, so we're almost done here. We got one more side. And it's okay if I'm not perfect with this, because I do want some of the, you know, colors are going to come through. Hopefully I'll do this right. Hopefully I'll make my friend, the Dixie Belle rep, proud. Because she does stuff like this all the time. Refinishing furniture. And I always tell her, I don't have the patience for that. And she does beautiful work. And we have furniture refinishers at the boutique. And they all just do gorgeous work. And I'm always like, I'll stick with my signs. And, you know, that's what I'll do. But, so hopefully I'll make them proud and they'll appreciate me trying. Okay. So the other thing I really like about Dixie Belle is it dries quickly. Did I already say that? So, all right, just this one last side. And then I'm going to hit it with the blow dryer. We're going to try to get it dry. And then we'll hit it with the gesso white acrylic. It's just really a white acrylic paint. You can use, I unfortunately don't have any more fluff. I'm looking up at my paints, fluff or anything like that for Dixie Belle. I have a clear coat. I have sea glass gray. And I think pink rose, I think is the name of it, which I love, but not the colors I'm looking for tonight. Okay. And if you guys can like, or nope, I can't say all that stuff anymore. If you can sprinkle the love, sprinkle it. I would greatly appreciate it. All right, so let me hit this with the blow dryer. We're gonna let this couple of minutes. so if this doesn't work, you guys, no judging. No judging. You just still tell me, oh, it looks beautiful, Mia. You did a good job. Okay, that's what you need to tell me. Okay. Are you guys still with me? Did I lose everybody in that whole glass fiasco? I hope you're still with me. Okay, so now I've got my acrylic gesso. And again, it's just a white acrylic paint. It just has a little bit more of a body to it. It's a little bit, I don't know, thicker or a little better quality than just a regular acrylic. Okay, I'm going to try this a couple of different ways because there are different ways I think that you could do this. You could what we call dry brush it and go over it and just kind of offer it to be streaky. You could completely cover it and then try to sandpaper. You know, use sandpaper to get the color through, which I'm thinking I'm just going with a very quick brush across it to start with and just kind of work my way in layers here and figure out, do I want to go heavier with it or lighter, or, you know, what do I want to do? Oh, thanks, Missy. I appreciate it. Yeah, the gray is Stormy Seas by Dixie Belle. I love it. It'll give a really nice base to this framer. I think I am going to go a little darker. That way I can sandpaper through. I think I'm liking a sandpaper technique rather than just the dry brush, because the dry brush is too much that gray coming through. We're going to see how this works. My Dixie Belle furniture refinishers may be looking right now going, don't do that. But hey, it's art, right? Hi, Alice. It's art, right? And it is whatever I want it to be. And again, I'm not even looking on that side because it is going to be kind of a shabby chic frame. So I'm okay with it not being completely covered on the sides. Make sure I'm looking at you guys every now and then and answering any questions. Whoops. All right, I'm going to keep going one more layer, and then I think I might start dragging or drying it and then taking a piece of sandpaper to it and pull some of those little scuff marks through. Oops. Or maybe I'll dry it and do one more layer after that, because the wet on wet is not acting like layers. It's just kind of making it a little splotchy. All right, so let's dry this. We'll do one more of the white layer. If you don't like it. That is absolutely true, Missy. Yes, you do stuff like this. That is absolutely true. So this was the other Dixie Belle I was looking at. It's called Sea Glass. I thought about adding just a few little marks of that in the frame, but I think it'd be too much. more Dixie Belle paint because it would dry a lot faster. Okay, let's add another layer, and then we'll see how this goes. Oh yeah, that's a little bit better. I might have to sand quite a bit to get back down to that gray, but that's okay. And I do like to do long strokes. I don't know why, I think gives a cleaner look. Oops. Okay. Looking good. Trying to stay on this board as much as possible. I don't mind getting chalk paint, my Couture chalk paint, on my table because it cleans up fairly easily. And to be honest with you, the Dixie Belle does too. But if I can, you know, not get acrylic paints, you know, it cleans up, but it's a little harder to clean up. So if I can not get those things on my table, and that's what I prefer. So these boards are actually, they come inside of our shipments from Couture. They'll put them a lot of times on the bottom of the box to help stabilize it, and I just keep them. And it helps. Okay. All right, so now we just need this to dry. I'm gonna put that brush in the water here so that the paint does not dry on the brush. Cover up my paints. Move them to the side here. Okay, guys. I'm gonna give it a little help. And then what we'll do is we'll move to the glass. Hi, Bobette. Are you feeling better? I hope so. Sounds like you had something nasty earlier. Okay, we're going to move this to the side for just a little bit while we let it dry, and we'll work on our project piece. Oh no, Bobette, I'm so sorry. You're not feeling well. That really stinks. I hate that. Well, I hope you've got some people taking care of you. All right, so this is just Windex. I'm just cleaning the glass. Like I said, it was in a thrift store. It's got my fingerprints all over it from when I was using it earlier, trying to get it out. Now, I have several options when I work with a frame. I can use a piece of paper, like there's canvas paper that you can buy. I don't happen to have one big enough for this. I'll show you what it looks like. And I love using that canvas paper, to be honest with you, because if you mess up, then you can either erase it off the canvas paper or start over. But I sometimes will use this. It's 9 by 12, and it's kind of like a white on one side and a canvas print on the other. But you can see this is not going to be big enough. So a lot of times I'll just chalk right on here, and that's super nice. And so then what I do is I put it almost like it's this piece, you know, inside of the picture, then put the glass on top and then frame it. But I don't have that luxury right now because I don't have canvas paper that is big enough. So I am going to just chalk right on top of the glass, which is fine. You can do that. The other thing that you can do is Dixie Belle makes something called Slick Stick. You can brush that on here. It's just a brush. It's not really an adhesive. I don't know what they call it. I'm looking at it, but it's called Slick Stick. And you brush it on, and then you can spray paint or roll on chalkboard paint or any other type of paint, and that Slick Stick helps it stick to slick surfaces. Man, say that 10 times really fast. So that's the whole point of the Slick Stick, is it helps make slick surfaces sticky. Okay, so I've got my Market Fresh flowers, seeds, stems, and blooms. And I'm thinking, because I'm going to do a little bit of color in the bottom, I have like a little cart that goes on the back of a tractor that I'm going to add at the bottom if I have enough room, and some flowers maybe. I think I'm going to do this in white, to be honest with you. All white to kind of help match the frame. Very kind of rustic, farmhousey. Dak's got to ride home from school, but tomorrow he has a doctor's appointment, so I don't know. Oh no, that's tough. I don't know how you do it, Mamacita. All right, so right now what I'm doing is I'm fuzzing up my transfer because I have not used this transfer yet. So I want to add some fuzz onto the back of it because I don't want it sticking to my glass too much. All right. A little less worried than if I was on canvas or chalkboard, but still, I don't want it to be too... All right, one thing I do need to do... Oh gosh, I'm putting my fingers all in that. I just want to make sure it's going to be... Because that frame takes up some space. I think I need to move it to the left a little bit. So this is the great thing about Chalk Couture, is it's a screen mesh stretch. I cannot put my finger, where are we, through that. So it's not like a traditional stencil that you get in the store. It's a screen mesh transfer. Okay, I think that's centered. So I think I'm gonna do all this in white. And then I've got, and I've never done this tractor before, so I might have to figure out which sequence I do it in. But I figured we'd put the little tractor on here and then have some flowers maybe coming out the back end. I haven't found the flowers yet, but okay, Babette, I hope you feel better. Coming out the back end. So I'm just spraying my white paste with some water. This is one of our bigger containers because there's certain colors that we definitely use more than others. And white generally is one of those, white, black, and gray. And you treat it just like any other paste container. You want it to be the consistency of yogurt or icing, as I like to say, cake icing. And so... I am noticing a splotch on my frame. Okay, I did want it very rustic, but that's pretty darn rustic. Hold on. Squeeze out the water here. Ooh, I got a lot of paint on my hands. Okay, let me clean my hand really quick. All right. Yes, my hands are messy most of the time. Okay. So this is going to be super easy because I'm doing it all in one color, I think. Yes, there are some flowers. I might look at that one, Babette. Thank you. And then maybe just add a few others to it because it's like a big blotch of flowers and I wanted just a little bit more definitive, I guess. Just me being picky. Okay. I'm thinking, what do you guys think? All white? You think I should do all white up here, and then that way the color and then the white will match the frame a little bit? I'm thinking so. We good? I think that's what I want to do. Okay. And again, if we don't like it, it's just chalk. I can definitely erase it and start over. I'm just taking one squeegee and dabbing a bunch of white into places. Now with glass, you don't need to wax or prep the surface because then it's just going to leave a film there that you don't need. So you don't need to prep. No, there is, Babette. I just didn't know how, I didn't know if I wanted to use them, but I think you're right. It's going to be better. So I'm using my 4-inch squeegee right now to just pull that white all the way across. And it makes a nice, this is why I love this 4-inch squeegee. I don't use it all the time, but to pull air bubbles out and to do a nice big surface like this, it's awesome. Okay, so now you want to do just like you do any other time, and you're going to pull straight. Oh my gosh, you guys. I know there's a glare. I'm so sorry, but it's glass and I can't help that. I love it. Oh my gosh, I hope you guys can see it. Hold on, I'm going to hold it up so that you can see it. So pretty. Look. Yes, only doing the letters in white. Oh, not all white. Sorry, Babette. You lose. I already did it. I figured what I do is I do the cart in like a brown. Let me find those flowers really quick because you're right. There are flowers and I'm near the page I think that has them. Because I was going to do the vintage truck, to be honest with you. But I thought it would be too big and cumbersome. And I didn't want it to take over the, you know, the design. Because this was so pretty, I didn't want to distract from it. So let me grab my book here. My organized book of activities and adventures. Let's see, I think if I'm not mistaken, those flowers that Babette is referencing are in this book. Oh, there's hearts. There's my hearts. And there's talking about flowers. Lemonades. Might be in my design and accents. I may have put them in there. Let's see. There's the vintage truck. Oh, here we go. Along with my little piggies and okay. And I think, to be honest, they did design this tractor and, you know, there's a couple of other things that they just came out with to kind of fit all of that together. Oh, there goes a bunch of my transfers across the floor. I'm a hot mess. I know, Babette. I do too. I think chalking on glass is kind of fun. It's definitely different. Okay, especially like shadow boxes and stuff. I love doing that too. So I think what I'm going to do is put this at a little bit of an angle because, you know, it's on its hitch. Let's just see. Yep, they did. They designed it. Okay, so it's kind of big and I don't have as much room as I'd like. So I think what I'm going to do is move this as far down as I can, even if the frame covers it a little bit. I think I'll be okay with that. I'm going to actually move it over just slightly because All right, there's 2 layers to this tractor. There's this one, and I think this one goes on second. They've gotten smart, and they now add these little marks, guidance marks for you. I know it is, Bobette, but look, it's, okay guys, I'm going to show you this. I think, to me, it's going to be too much. Now, I could add the tractor on here with this on the back, but look how big it is. It is very proportional, but don't you think it's going to be too big? I don't know. What do you guys think? Truck or cart with these flowers and maybe something coming off the back? I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for y'all's guidance here, because I do think the vintage truck would be nice. I just didn't want it to take over with too much stuff, but it's almost like it's too big and the cart is too small. So let's see. The vintage truck is such a classic though. Okay, here we go. Just for you, Bobette. Let's see. And you know what? I might end up doing the vintage truck. You may have convinced me. You may have convinced me. Okay. Oh, I think you did, daggone it. Because it does look better proportionally. Okay, the one with all of the mesh goes first, right? Oh, Missy says flower cart, use the truck. Oh, you guys. All right. It looks like the flower cart is getting more votes. What do you guys think? One last look. Here's the truck. Okay. Let me see if I can get that. Here's the truck with the flowers. And here is the cart. Maybe, I don't know which one goes first. Does anybody know? Gosh, it's always so hard. Or the cart. All right, guys, last chance. Flower cart or the truck? I'm 2 for the flower cart, 1 for the truck. 2 flower cart, 1 truck. Is there anybody else watching? Submit your votes. The great thing is, again, if we don't like it, we just take it off and put on the truck or put on the flower cart, whichever one we decide. All right. Looks like I lost you guys, but all right. Flower cart got more votes. Maybe I could do another one. I'll do another one with the vintage truck later. How about that, Bobette? I'll do another one with the vintage truck at some point in time. Because believe me, you can ask my husband. I have more than enough frames. Cart. Okay. All right, cart it is. I have made a complete mess on my floor over there. All right, vintage truck. You're going back down on the floor. Okay. So I'm thinking browns and custard. What do you guys think? Maybe sand? I don't think sand's dark enough, like a chocolate or a mocha. Mocha. Dax says truck. Oh, Donna, you guys are saying truck. Ah! You guys are cracking me up. Oh my goodness. What am I ever going to do? guys. So Dax, Bobette, and Donna say truck. Missy and the other Donna say flower cart. Number 3 for truck. Daggone it. I'm just trying to envision it. All right, you know what? I've already got this down here. We'll do the truck tomorrow night or another night, okay? I've already got the cart here. We will. I promise you guys. I will do... Is Dax watching? If he's watching, I'll do the truck just for Dax. You're going to tell me yes regardless, aren't you? I'll ask him later. Yeah, I know. That's my problem is I'm thinking either grass and some flowers. All right, we're going to do the truck because I haven't figured out how to fill in the missing space for the cart. Can you guys tell I'm a really decisive person? The panels on the cart go first. Oh, okay. Thank you, Donna. I can never tell. I need to, when I figure those things out, I truly need to label them because I forget. And I don't know if just doing the top layer of that truck is going to work, Bobette. I think you have to do the bottom layer. All right, so trying to think of the colors that I really liked with this truck. I'm thinking like a teal. Oops. I'm going to go a little bit forward because we have the flowers that I want to put on the back. Okay, so I want to do Thai teal. Okay. Dax, just for you, buddy. Okay? Just for you. All right, Thai teal. I was going to say, you should be in bed, bud, but I forget. You guys are 2 hours behind me. I also find when I chalk glass, it doesn't dry as fast on me. Oops, I got a little bit of that tire. I don't know, do you guys find that to be true? Am I just delusional? I know it spreads really well. But you treat it just the same way. You spread it on and then pull off the excess where you can. And white tires. I think this is white, either white or black. I'm going to do white. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've done the vintage truck. I used to do it all the time. It's one of the most popular designs I think that Couture came out with, to be honest. And yay! And still is to this day. In fact, they've tried to retire it a couple of times, and people won't let them do that. They keep having to bring it back because, you know, something happens, and then they're like, "Oh no, we wanted the vintage truck." And I'm just dabbing a little bit of white here because the blue, oops, came through. Which isn't, you know, a huge deal, but. All right, so let me dry this. No, Bobette, I don't. Whoops, came unplugged. It's like I can hear it happening. It's like, no. Okay, so now when you do a layering, you don't want to press too hard on the surface because you don't want to pull up what you just did. And glass, I will say, is a little bit more finicky than other surfaces. And this is one thing that would drive Babette crazy, I think, Babette, when I've seen you do this track, is it's a little difficult to line it up. But I actually am okay with it not being perfectly lined up because it looks cartoony to me. And I think that that's part of the look. I think that, you know, to me, that's part of what they want. So when the lines don't match up, I'm okay with it. Oh, I miss and love you too, Dax. So I'm okay with it looking cartoony and it not matching up completely, but just fair warning to people, you can spend quite a bit of time trying to line it up if you have massive OCD issues. Okay, so I've got that, and I'm thinking maybe the custard. Teal and custard, maybe. What do you guys think? Teal. Yeah, I'm thinking teal and custard. Custard's my favorite. It's just a yellowy white, if that makes sense. Looks just like custard. Do a good job naming these things. But it's not as stark as white, which is nice sometimes. Again, I don't want to detract from the white up here because that's so pretty. Okay. And again, I try to do long strokes when I'm chalking. It just works better than treating it like a paintbrush and doing this. A lot of people do that. They do this. And then the paste ends up drying on them because it's taken them too long to get the project done. So if you paint it like a paintbrush, you'll be a lot more successful in getting it done quicker. Because it's not a paint, okay? You need to remember that. It is a paste, so it's a little thicker than a traditional paint. Okay, so then my wheels, I'm going to do those in custard too. I traditionally may do those in black, but for the sake of time, I'm going to do them all in custard because it's my project and I can do what I want. Okay, hopefully I didn't pull up the bottom layer of this truck. I did a little bit, but I'm thinking it's okay. It gives it kind of that rustic look. It's where the lines are. I see that now. All right, hold on. I'm going to do this bumper. And then the other ones I'm actually kind of okay with because it made it look all rustic and old. Okay. I think I'm okay with it. It kind of adds a little bit of character to it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Can you see it? See, like right here where it's a little, but it looks chippy and old and kind of like a real farm truck would to me. Okay, so now I need to dry it again, and then we're gonna get back to that frame because, oh, thanks, Eileen. And we're gonna add the flowers. Okay, so now we're going to add the flowers into the back of the truck, okay, and then we'll get back to the frame and trying to make that shabby chic. Oh, thanks, Donna. Oh, Babette. Well, not complete. Well, kind of. Sorry. Maybe it's because I don't think too hard about it. Maybe you think a little too hard about it. I don't know. It's because it's all chippy because of the glass. It does pull up. Layering is hard on glass. I'm going to tell you guys. It is a little difficult. Just because, you know, it's a very sticky surface. Okay, I'm doing this to help protect the bottom of this truck, just for the exact same reason I just talked about. It is very sticky, and I don't want to, whoops, God, that's almost perfectly placed because the seeds and the stems and everything are almost hitting. Okay. All right, now this part of the transfer I always have a hard time with because it's very kind of, there's just a lot going on, and I love the flowers in different colors, but it makes it hard. This transfer is hard to do that with. So I think what I'm going to do, let me get my colors here sorted. I think I'm going to do a little bit of green for the base, you know, some of it down here. And then we'll just do some purple and pink maybe. We'll just keep it very kind of floral and pretty. Oh gracious. What's oh gracious, Babette? My color choices? Are you saying oh gracious because of all the colors I'm choosing? I know. All right, but you gotta go big, right? Maybe. Okay, let's get all of our pastes ready. I love this green. Parakeet. Very pretty green, but I'm a green lover. I love green, but parakeet is very bright. Then I've got peony, which is also very pretty. These are all new spring colors, I believe. I don't know if they're part of the En Vogue collection. I can't remember which ones are exactly En Vogue or spring, but Couture comes out with like seasonal colors. And I think En Vogue is their new thing that they're calling it. But peony is one of the newer ones. And parakeet too. So I'm stirring all these and getting them ready because I don't want it to dry on me because I'm going to do them all on the same. And then this one is orchid. Okay, guys. All right, we're just stirring them up. Whew. Okay, are y'all praying for me? 'Cause I may need it. All right, let's do some green down here. And I'm probably going to get green on some flowers. I'll get green on, you know, just areas where it doesn't really belong. But with a bouquet of flowers like this, or a truck full of flowers like this, when you're looking at it, you're not seeing distinct stems and flowers and all that stuff anyways, in my opinion. You're kind of seeing a mesh of colors and just a big, beautiful bouquet. So I'm okay with that. We've got some tulips back here. Let's do some pink tulips. And maybe some roses, whatever these are. And we'll do a little bit of peony in here. Okay, and then we'll take, I'm trying to find a small squeegee. I love that they came out with these mini squeegees, so nice. I I don't know, Missy. Mustard is one of my favorites. I used it last night, or 2 nights. Did I do a live last night? 2 nights ago, maybe. Love it. I did it on that apple pie recipe one. I love mustard. I think it's so pretty. You know, if they don't come out with exactly mustard, I guarantee you they'll come out with something similar. It's just too pretty of a fall color not to come out, especially, you know, just with pumpkins and everything else. So that's my opinion. All right, guys, so let's pull this off. I'm just pulling straight up. And it really stuck. Back. Okay. All right, guys. So, oh no, that's not good, Babette. Is it like a 24-hour bug, or I mean, you said you're still not feeling well, right? So it's what you have. Girl, you're probably contagious. Spreading those germs everywhere. They should put you in a vacuum. Okay. All right, guys, I'm closing all these up. I'm going to show this to you up close so you guys can see it. Trying to find some. Oh, yeah. I don't think I have any extras, Missy. I'll look in my stock, but those things, yeah, I don't think I have any extra mustard, but I'll look. If I do, you are more than welcome. To raid my stash. Okay. All right, so I know it's kind of hard to see because of the glare, but here we go. And here's our flowers. Let's see if we can get, oh, that's too close. Flowers in the truck. Here, actually, maybe it'll be better if I put it on something. Oh, wait. A white background. Let me take this off for a second. You guys can maybe see. Does that make it better? Oh, there's still that glare because of the mirror. I mean the glass. All right, I'm gonna put this aside for a second, and we are going to mess with our frame again and try to get this looking farmhouse shabby chic. Oh, gross, Babette. Oh, poor things. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, Missy, yes, not a problem. Sharing is caring. All right, I'm just getting some of this because I have got more paint in different. Yes, it would be better if I waited until the end before I really tried to clean up my mess, but sometimes you just, you know. Okay. Now, just to let you guys know, with that glass, I will not seal it because I've done that once, and you have to be very light-handed when you seal glass. There apparently is some sealers out there that work, but I find that it works just fine without having to seal it, as long as you tell whoever procures it that not to hit it with Windex. You know, they can hit it with a feather duster, but not Windex. Okay, so I've got a sanding bar here. I have no idea what grit it is, but it's not a very heavy grit. It's very light. And I am going to just hit this up. I might actually have to use the other bar I was using earlier, which is a much harsher sandpaper, because this is very light. But it's doing okay. Let's see. You know, I did have felt flowers. I could have, here's a 120 grit, which is probably too much, but I'm going to use it lightly. I had felt flowers. We could have added that into the back of the truck. But I went really heavy there because, oh, you guys can't see it, because I want that to look, yes, Bobette, silly. I don't mind some of that wood coming through. I want this to look very rustic, okay? Very chippy, rustic, farmhousey look. And I'm literally just dragging my hand across it with the sandpaper. I am actually really liking how this turned out. I'm quite surprised at myself because normally I am not good with these sorts of things. And I'm always telling my friend Cindy, who's the Dixie Belle rep, teach me how to do this. Woman, teach me how to do it, because this is not my strong suit. And I'm going to show you guys this up close. So that you can see kind of, because I can see on the camera, you're not seeing all the detail of it, of how it's coming out. Okay, let me put this with the blow dryer so I can get some of those shavings off. And I'll probably hit it with a clear coat, or I don't know, ask her what I need to coat it with. But I don't know if you guys can see. See how it's very chippy? I don't know if you guys can see that. Very chippy there. You can see, oh, am I too close? You guys can kind of let the camera focus. See how it's very kind of rough and unfinished looking. I love it. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? All right, I'm going to put the picture in it so you guys can at least see it in the frame. And then I got to figure out what backing I want for this, because like I said, the backing that came with it is a cardboard backing, and that's not going to work. I don't know if I'll need any backing at all, but oh my gosh. Oh, yes. I hear you, Bobette. I'm just going to do this so you guys get an idea. This, yeah, I might not do any backing. I think I'm just going to leave it. And I might then have to paint the inside a little bit more. But basically, this, good. This is my finished project. I'm so sorry for the glare. I don't know if, oh, yep, nope, that didn't work. I will look and see if I can take a photo of it so that you guys can kind of see it and, you know, see it in a little better light than what I've got it now. All right, guys, this has been Mia. You can clear coat your frame with spray before you put the picture in it. Yeah, okay, so Missy, I have Dixie Belle clear coat. Do you think I should use that, or are you talking like a polyurethane? Which one are you referencing? Because I have both. And I was thinking maybe the clear coat from Dixie Belle. Oh, thanks, Donna. I appreciate it. I'm actually really happy with it. I'm kind of shocked. I'm proud of myself. I'm just kind of, doesn't happen very often like that. So good call on the truck, guys. Good call, Dax. All right. Oh, thanks, Missy. Thanks, Heather. I appreciate it. Thanks, Donna. All right, so I think I'm going to do the clear coat on here from Dixie Belle. Oh, polyacrylic spray. Okay, I can do that too. Yep. All right, guys. This has been Mia with Chalk with Mia. I appreciate you guys joining me tonight for this live. I know it was a long one, but I appreciate you hanging with me. Hopefully you kind of enjoyed seeing the whole process here of making the frame to the glass and what to do. But I will take a picture of this when I'm done, and I'll let you guys see it when it's all put together. All right. Thank you, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful evening.